Yes, guys, here your boy John GK back with another reaction video. As promised, man, I said I will go back to old school, but like I said, it can't be on a consistent basis. Just the way like YouTube's going and stuff. Like, honestly, man, if I could somehow come to an agreement with like the copyright, the people that have the copyright claims and stuff, and like be able to react to old school music without getting that, I would just have this channel as a music reaction channel, but that is just not the case, unfortunately. I know there are certain YouTubers out there, especially big YouTubers like big reactors, that can get away with that kind of stuff because they're so big, they have over like 1 million subscribers and stuff. They can actually like get in touch with the artists and stuff like that. Obviously not George Michael, or obviously not George Michael, but like let's just say like Adele. Like there's no way a YouTuber could call up Adele or try and even get through to her through an agent, like through her agent, or whatever. Oh, I've got a YouTube channel. Like, come on. So I have to kind of stick with the basics. I don't even know if this video is going to get out. It's Vivo as well. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, George Michael, Careless Whisper. We all know it's a banger, man. It's an old school classic, 84. And obviously George Michael was killing it in the 80s, man. So we're gonna jump straight into this, but before we do that, do make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, remember to turn on that notification bell so you're up to date with my latest content. People, without further ado, let's get straight into this video.
As I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor, as the music dies, something in your eyes find a silver screen, and all it's sad goodbye. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Should have known better than to cheat a friend, waste the chance that I'd been given.
I have to say, yeah, like, right, I have to be careful what I say, because I had an old friend a few years ago. I think a George Michael song came on the radio, and I said, "Oh, George." No, there was like a video or something. Like we're on YouTube or something. I said, "George Michael's a good-looking guy, man. Like the amount of girls he must have got." And then he said to me, "Oh no, George Michael was gay." Like, so I don't know whether, because you can see, man, he is a very attractive guy. Like he's got the hair, he's got the looks, like, but. I was literally about to say the amount of ladies he got, but I don't want to be wrong, just in case he was gay. But just let me know. No, it's not a big deal, but I just didn't want to say, oh my god, he must have got a lot of women, and then someone say, well, he didn't, he was gay. So let me know in the comment section. Honestly, it's not a massive deal, but I was just saying, man, like the swagger he got, the shirt, the hair, everything about him, man, he just looks cool. I've always said that the 80s style and trend in music was the best. I'm not saying that we don't make good music now. Like there are some good bangers coming out now, like really good artists nowadays. But I think, yeah, the 80s style, the way they went about themselves was 100% the best when it comes to music. But yeah. Tune. That got the jeans, got style, man.
Time can never mend the careless whispers of a good friend to the heart and mind. Ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth.
We're gonna again.
The way I dance with you.
Woo!
Never without your love.
Different.
Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together.
Bro, this is why, like, I don't know what happened to Top of the Pops. Like, I still remember it when I was a little kid. They did, I'm sure they still had it, but I don't really know what happened to it, man. Like, that Top of the Pops was the best thing. Was the best thing. Like, you'd have so many artists coming on. Like, it was the best thing. Obviously, I think now it's different, isn't it? Like, you have a lot of artists going on tour, but it's like, I don't know whether artists back in those days were more hardworking than the artists of today, because I almost seem to feel like an artist today can come out with one banger and then their life's changed. Like, not saying that they don't go on to make albums and other singles and work with other people, but I don't know. Have this debate in the comment section, man. Do you think the artists in this day and age are as hardworking as the ones back then? Because I'm sure the artists back then, yeah, they went on tours, but I'm sure they made way more music than they did some of the artists nowadays. Because there are some artists nowadays, they make one good song and then they're rich, they're famous, and then they don't make anything else. It's like, I don't know. I feel like back in those days, the artists were different, man. Like, they were definitely a lot more. I think the musicality back then, they were more for the music. I'm not saying they weren't there for the fame and money, because that, that was in the game. But I personally think that the music industry back then was, you had to be a hard worker. Like, you had to be creating music every single year, if not every month. Like, you had to be making albums, making singles, making albums. Like, now you make one good single that stays in the chart. You make one good album, boom. Oh yeah, I won't do anymore. I'm rich. That's how I see it. That's my point of view. But if you've got a different point of view, or you know a little bit more about that than I do, let me know in the comment section what you think, guys.
We could have lived this dance forever, but now who's gonna dance with me? Please stay, and I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not fooled. Should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Oh.
Sing, bro. Damn. Tune. George Michael, man. Hey, what an artist he was, mate. Good looking guy as well. Don't have to be good looking to be a good artist. I know that, guys, but he had everything about him, man. He had everything about him. Yeah. Careless Whisper, man, it's a banger. It's still played to this day and age. Well, in slow discos anyway, not in like clubs and stuff. Like, it's usually like old school clubs and slow dancing discos and stuff. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just something different about the artists of that age than there is now. And we have big artists nowadays, incredible artists that people like Ed Sheeran, Adele that I've reacted to in the past, like even rappers, man. You got a good like Stormzy and all those guys. Like, listen, like, they're talented. Like, they are talented in their craft. I'm sure they work hard, but I almost feel like they have one good song. Not Ed Sheeran, because Ed Sheeran's a different level. Adele's a different level. Like, Ed Sheeran, he makes bangers consistently. Like, and he is all about the music. Like, he writes his own songs. He writes songs for other people. Like, you get those kind of artists back in the day, like people like Prince. Like, he would make music and then he would write other songs for other artists. Like, you rarely see that nowadays. Like, you have artists that can have that insane amount of talent that can do that. But I almost feel like in this day and age, you may have one good banger. Like, one good banger, your life's changed. Like, you're famous. Like, not to say that you don't have to keep on making music, but I just feel like you don't have to make as much music as you would have to back in those days. Like, in those days, you were just making record after record after record after album. Like, it's almost like it was like non-stop, and then you had to tour. So, I don't know. I have that debate in the comment section, guys. I personally think that the artists back in the day did have to work a little bit more, just like with keeping up with the times and stuff like that, than they have to do now. But that's not to say that the artists in this day and age don't work hard, because they do. But anyway, guys, that was George Michael. Any more George Michael old school music, let me know in the comment section. Like I said, I will end up getting to them, but make it relevant to this song. Like, give me someone similar to George Michael, or give me another George Michael song. It was the same with the Bugsy Malone video, the same with the Adele, and all the other videos that I do. Even if I, move on then and start doing comedy, make sure the video suggestion is relevant to the video I've just reacted to. Otherwise, it just doesn't balance. Like, there's no point me reacting to Dave Chappelle, but then you want me to go and react to, I don't know, Michael Jackson. Like, it's just we need to keep it flowing. We need to keep it tight. We need to keep the channel, flowing and flowing and flowing. Let's not bounce off the walls. But yeah, guys, you have your boy Jordan GK, and I will see you in the next video.